Hello everybody, SlimKirby here. Welcome back to more of the Mario Kart 8 playthrough. Today we're going to be focusing on the other half of the Mario Kart 8 DLC, which again is not DLC in Mario Kart 8 Deluxe, it's just already in the game, but either way you get what I'm saying, you get what I'm dropping down here. So for this DLC, once again, there were 3 characters added to this. The 3 characters were Villager, and in Mario Kart 8 these were actually like the same character slot, so I guess it's technically 4 characters, but you have the male Villager and the female Villager, you have Isabelle, also from Animal Crossing, and you have Dry Bowser, because why not? So for this first one, I guess we'll just go ahead and use Dry Bowser to start. Because I think the Bell Cup is first, if I'm not mistaken. So we'll use Dry Bowser as far as his vehicle is concerned. Yeah, we'll use the Bone Rattler, I guess. What's the stats look like so far? That's a lot of speed. Let's get a little acceleration going on. These just do not look like the tires you'd want to have for a cool-looking vehicle like that, but whatever. I'll go with it. And, you know what? Let's just give Dry Bowser a cute little parachute, I guess, just for fun. Oh wait, no, the Crossing Cup is actually first. I thought it was the Bell Cup. Well, you know what? We have to play both anyway, so I may as well just go ahead and do the Bell Cup first then. So yeah, here we go. We got the Bell Cup. Once again, we have 2 retro tracks and then 2 new tracks. So, to start off with, we have a track that was actually in Mario Kart 7. And it's a track that I'm personally not that much of a fan of, if I'm being quite honest. We have Neo Bowser City. Again, this is a track that I think visually looks really, really cool. It's just, it's not very fun to race on. It's slick. There's some really, really bad turns. It's a very difficult track to race on. And, like, I hate saying that, like, I don't like it because it's difficult, because, you know, there should be some difficult tracks, but you know, compared to like other tracks in the game, it just doesn't feel as good to race on than others. And that's kind of my main problem with it. And my main problem kind of stems like right here. I hate this section right here. Doesn't seem to be controlling too bad with this combination though. But I am definitely really, really happy that I adjusted the handling a little bit, because if I would have kept it with like, you know, a bad set of tires, this could have been really, really bad. So yeah, I think this will go pretty well. But yeah, Neo Bowser City, much like a lot of the Mario Kart 7 tracks in this game, there's just not really a whole lot to talk about because they didn't really change much, because they didn't have to. But, you know, it's for the most part pretty similar. It's got the same basic turns involved. If anything, like, and it's weird because there's been so many tracks in the game where it's like the tracks feel wider. This one actually feels narrower in this game. Maybe it's because there's like more people racing and you can have just like more scenarios where everyone's crowded here at the end, but I don't know, it just feels different than what it did in Mario Kart 7, at least in my opinion. But I think we're doing pretty good. Toad's kind of following me right now, I guess. But I think we can take him. I think we can take him. I'm trying to think of who Dry Bowser's rival would be. I actually don't have the list in front of me this time. Oh shoot, that shell almost hit me. Come on. Don't you dare use that super horn! Okay, good. I got really worried there that I was probably going to get like a 3rd place because of that super horn Wario had. So at the end I was like, let's kind of, I guess, drift away from him a little bit, just so we don't have to worry about that. Oh my god. Okay, well that's the first track down. Next up, if I'm not mistaken, we have, returning from Mario Kart Super Circuit. Oh, okay, this is actually not what I was thinking. Yeah, we have Ribbon Road. This is really cool. Honestly, I think of all the retro tracks they brought back in the DLC, this is probably my favorite one. I think it's like a really neat aesthetic. There's like a cool like toy room atmosphere here, and like in the original game, like I think it was supposed to kind of have that feel. But like literally when you like look at the track in Mario Kart Super Circuit, you're just driving on like a red ribbon the whole time. Here it's kind of cool because like you have different colored ribbons, you have again that playroom atmosphere going on. Like even those toads that you see in the audience, they're like those toys, like little toy toads. It just looks really cool. It's a really cool looking track, and I really enjoy what they did with this and bringing it in the Mario Kart 8 aesthetic. It's just really, really nice. You got a neat little section right here. If you have a mushroom, you can take a really huge shortcut and like skip across the like the off-road section. It's really neat. And there's also another shortcut on the I think it was like the blue ribbon, or was it the green ribbon? No, this is the green ribbon. Yeah, it was on the blue ribbon. So if you have a mushroom, there's another really cool shortcut you can take. You could probably see it. I think one of my opponents actually took that shortcut on the last lap. But yeah, if you look to the right, yeah, you can see like that little boost pad if you drive on those blocks. That can be like a really hard shortcut to make. Because it's one of those things where it's like you need to kind of adjust yourself so you're going like straight through that section, but it's not like super easy to do because you have to like just again make sure you're lined up properly. So there we go, get through here. I will also say I like how they called this cup the Bell Cup, because bells are the currency for Animal Crossing, but it's not referencing that. Like the bell is referencing Mario 3D World, the like the Super Bell item that, you know, turns you into like Cat Mario or Cat Peach, or basically the cat power-up. That's basically the bell they're talking about, but because this is the Animal Crossing DLC, it kind of works because it's also, again, bells are the currency for Animal Crossing. Also, damn, I got kind of screwed on this last leg here. And yeah, it didn't give me a mushroom, so I can't take the shortcut here either. That's kind of lame. Oh, shoot, and I got blasted by a bomb. And by a shell, oh my god. I'm getting Mario Karted right now. Somehow got 7th, but damn. Yeah, those last parts of that track were really, really mean to me. See, I'm gonna have to work on getting those points up, I guess. No worries, no worries. We'll get it done. We'll get it done. Done it will get. So next up we have Super Bell Subway. You know, I just... Okay. Is the pun supposed to be Super Bowl Sunday? Like, is that supposed to be like the pun, the wordplay that they're trying to use there? Like, are they trying to reference Super Bowl Sunday with Super Bowl Subway or Super? I can't even say it right because yeah, now I can't stop thinking about like the possible wordplay there. Oh my god. So yeah, you're driving in a subway system. This track can be very brutal because those subways. Sometimes you'll have cases where like both subways are like not really intersecting, but you know, they're driving forwards and backwards at the same point on the track. So because of that, you kind of have like very little room to get out of the way. So I like trying to avoid the actual track, but I think the actual like the subway track is overall shorter, or like it's faster, but like you have the added danger of the subway. Like I try to play it safe, but sometimes playing it safe means you're going a bit slower than you probably should be. So I don't know why my turning didn't work there. Oh my god, subway, no! They got some mushrooms, I guess. I also just have no coins, which is not smart. Oh my god. You didn't want to get a new item there because I wanted to show this off. And see, oh, I didn't even take that shortcut properly. Yeah, this is going to be another brutal track, unfortunately. Seems like everyone is, like, fairly close, though. Or I don't know, it looks like Rory has a big lead now that I'm really looking at it, unfortunately. And this Boo, I mean, yeah, 3 mushrooms is okay, I guess. I'm gonna need to get, like, really, really lucky right here. Boomerang flower, really? Oh my god! Look at that! First place. I don't know how I did that, but... that's a case of everything just working out for me at the very end, I guess. And there were so many things that could have gone wrong there, too. There were so many things that could have gone wrong there. Oh man, I got so lucky. I'm not ashamed to admit it. I got lucky as hell on that one. Okay, so next up we have the other F-Zero track. We have Big Blue. Now, Big Blue is actually a section track. So you won't be doing laps of this, you're just going to be doing one long stretch to the very end. Which I guess is understandable, because it is a pretty long track. And like doing laps would make this take forever, but... I don't know, a part of me kind of wishes there were laps though. I don't know, I know I might be crazy by saying that or thinking that, but... I don't know, I'm just trying to imagine like doing 3 laps of this. It would be a pretty insane race. But it would be, I think it would be really fun, too. I also really like the music for this one. I really like the Big Blue remix they have here. Sometimes just having like a different and unique instrumentation really, really picks things up and brings things up like quite a bit. I don't like this. See if I can maybe... Where'd that blue shell go? Wow, I got like really far ahead of that blue shell. Now, whenever you go through those like automatic like cannon sections, I guess you do go faster so you can't like get hit by the blue shell during that. But still, there was just a huge lag of time that just... Again, I didn't get hit by anything, so I was just really wondering, like, what exactly occurred there? Like, why did it take so long for that blue shell to hit me? Okay, final stretch coming up. I'll take it. What am I gonna do? Complain about first place? No. Give me my trophy. Okay. There we go. Another gold trophy. I'm just glad I got the gold trophy. I was really disappointed I got the bronze trophy in that one cup in the previous weekend. But it is what it is. There we go, another gold trophy, and man, I actually had some killer performances on Super Bell Subway and even Big Blue there at the end. Just scenarios where, like, near the end of the race, I finally, like, took back first and won, so some very, very close calls there. So let's go ahead and move on to the next one. I'm going to be doing the Crossing Cup this time. And you know what? We used a big, scary brute like Dry Bowser. Let's use someone a bit more cute and friendly. We're going to be playing as Isabelle, the mayor's assistant in Animal Crossing New Leaf. Haven't seen her yet in footage for the new Animal Crossing game, but you know, considering her following, I'm pretty sure she's going to be in the game. Let's be real. Should I use the cushion tires? She doesn't have a lot of speed right now, though. Let's give her a little more speed. Not metal tires. We'll give her some slick tires. As far as the glider, yeah, we'll give her a paper glider. And we're going to go ahead and move on to the final cup that we have to do, the Crossing Cup. Once again, 2 retro tracks and 2 new tracks. One of them being a, obviously a reference to the, what this DLC pack is actually, like, featuring. So first up, we have Baby Park. This track has been remixed before. This track was also in Mario Kart DS as one of the retro tracks. And they bring it back in this game, and they actually revert back to the normal number of laps. Because if you remember correctly, in Mario Kart DS, well, in the original Mario Kart Double Dash, where this track first appeared, it was 7 laps. In Mario Kart DS, they actually shortened it to 5 laps. And in this game, they brought it back to 7 laps. Which, honestly, I don't mind. But again, this is a track where absolute chaos is going to happen no matter what. Because you have 12 racers. And again, this track has never been done with 12 racers. Because both Mario Kart Double Dash and DS had 8. And, you know, Mario Kart Wii in this game had 12. So, 12 racers, all throwing items in a very small track. It's gonna be chaotic. Like, you just have to expect that. Like, you're gonna get hit by stuff. If you don't get hit by items, like, you're a miracle worker. Because seriously, like, there's just so much going on. And it also doesn't help that they have, like, so many item boxes, so even if you miss an item box, it's like, well, whatever, there's one in like 3 seconds anyway. Oh shoot, why didn't I throw that backwards? It was all my fault. And it's kind of cool, because like on the final lap, like the railings actually like start shining too, which is kind of neat. A neat little effect. And see, I was worried there that bullet bill, which wasn't used by the person behind me, I was worried that bullet bill was going to hit me, and then I'd also not get first because of that. But we managed to pull through. Absolute chaos, but it's fun chaos. And that's honestly all that matters. So let's go ahead and move on to the next track. We have another Game Boy Advance track. We have Cheeseland. This was actually a track that I had always wanted to come back. Now that it is back, I'm not sure if I want it back ever again. This is not a fun one. What makes this track kind of annoying, aside from just having like a lot of very weird and awkward turns, you have these holes in the track, which is, you know, basically it's supposed to reflect cheese. How, like, you know, cheese has those holes, like particularly in Swiss cheese. It's supposed to mimic that, and what's annoying about that is you kind of kill your momentum whenever you drive over those holes, And you can trick off of them, but if like you're like drifting or something and you hit a hole, you'll kind of like go like, I don't know the right way to describe it, but it'll basically affect your momentum a little bit, which can be really, really annoying. Overall, like, I think the track layout is kind of cool. It's just there's some annoying things about it, which don't make it that much fun to race on. But again, it is nice that they're giving, like, some love to the GBA Mario Kart game, which, you know, it is my least favorite Mario Kart game, but I think it does deserve some love at least. There were some cool ideas in the GBA game, it just, you know, there's not a lot of them. Like, there's not a lot of, it's just forgotten a lot, and the tracks themselves, because all the tracks are, like, really flat, they don't really seem that unique. I guess that's what I'm trying to say. Oh, man, I got lucky there. Sorry, villager. So, okay, so excuse me for the silence there. Something got caught in my throat, so had to take care of that. And like for some reason it didn't pause and stop, so I just kept driving while I was basically trying to clear my throat. I was just so excited that I took advantage over that blue shell and got ahead of Villager. Like, I didn't want to stop there. And man, Villager almost made a comeback right there, too. Wow! Both Villagers are in this race. There's a nice little Animal Crossing party there at the top that even Inkling Boy wanted to join. Also, just look at this roster of characters, by the way. All the characters in this race. The character that's appeared in most Mario Kart games is Luigi. After that, probably Baby Luigi. But yeah, you have 3 Animal Crossing characters, a Splatoon character, 2 Mario enemies, 2 Koopalings, 2 baby characters, King Boo and Luigi. That is quite the roster, folks. Okay, so there we go. Cheeseland is done. Next up we have Wild Woods. I really like this track. This is a really cool, like, looks like an underground, like, forest type of track. It's really cool. Just a really neat aesthetic here. I think it's also perfect for the Streetle car that I'm using, by the way. We in the Streetle. Streetle, Streetle. I've always seen the Streetle as like an Animal Crossing car because you can, like, you know, catch beetles in that game. Yeah, it's really neat. You have these, like, waterways, you have these boardwalks. You have Boos stealing your damn items. Ugh. Rude. Here. Wow, I love how the top 3 got hit right there. All 3 Animal Crossing characters got hit. That's funny. That's funny that that happened. Maybe that's why Animal Crossing got delayed. Everyone got hit by an item, so the game had to be delayed. It is kind of a shame that Animal Crossing got delayed, but I understand. Honestly, I'm one of those folks that would rather have a game done right as opposed to a game as soon as possible. So if a delay happens, I know it's usually to kind of fix the game and make it better. And, you know, fix potential problems, which is always a good thing. Because when you do release a game without having all the bugs being fixed, you have a game like Sonic 06, and who wants that? Heck, I still remember in the old days, like, when I first got an N64, like, everyone was, like, really hyped for the new Zelda game, and back then, the Ocarina of Time got delayed. It got delayed, I think, a few times. Maybe not even delayed, it's just they didn't have a release date for a long time. That's because they were making it better. And now look at the game. It's like one of the most popular games of all time, because it's a solid, good game that everyone enjoys. That Nintendo put a lot of time into. So anyway, let's go ahead and move on to the final track. The final track that we actually need to see, we have Animal Crossing. Now, what's cool about this track is that there's actually 4 different versions. And what I mean by that is there's basically, it's the same track layout every single time. But the seasons actually change. So right now we're actually playing the winter variation. During the winter variation, I find that like some of the track is like more slick than it usually would be. There's snowmen on the track. And yeah, that's pretty much what you got in winter. Now, another change is, it's not super noticeable because they still look like coins. But the coins do get a small visual change. Like, they're not the Mario coins. They're actually the bells from Animal Crossing. That's kind of cool. So much like the Zelda course, they actually gave their own currency to this one. And there's also some other things where if you hit a rock, sometimes you can get like stuff to pop out, like bells, or I think even mushrooms can pop out of rocks sometimes if you hit them. Obviously not something I would recommend doing, because obviously if you hit a rock, you might slow down, and you might kind of get stuck away from everything, but you know, it is a nice little callback to the Animal Crossing series, which is nice. So there we go. Let's keep it going. Let's go ahead and use Piranha Plant. I'm surprised I got a Piranha Plant in 2nd place. Not really an item you see in 2nd place that much, if I'm being quite honest. I'll definitely take it, though. I'm not gonna not take it, obviously. Now, I want to say there is a way you can, like, pick which season you want. I think you have to, like, hold, like, the direction, or the control stick in, like, a certain direction, or something like that. That's what I've been told, anyway. That may not be true, but, like, I think there is a way you can affect the seasons. I mean, it would make sense. Like, if you really wanted to race on a specific season, like in just normal casual play, you should be able to, as opposed to just waiting forever for it to be just random. Although again, I don't know 100%. Okay, come on. Oh, damn it. Oh wait, no, I still got this. I still got this! I'm just glad I hit someone with that Fire Flower, because I knew my chances were going to be greater if I did hit someone with the Fire Flower. So there we go. Another perfect score. Well, not so much on the last cup, obviously, but we got a perfect score this time, and that's all that matters. So there we go. That's pretty much the Animal Crossing DLC cups. Overall, they're a lot of fun. There's some really cool, unique tracks there, and there's also some really cool retro tracks that were added here too. So definitely made for a very, very good, wholesome experience. Also, look, 3 people got 41 points. That's a 3-way tie for 2nd place. That's definitely something. So I'm going to go ahead and actually close this video here, and that's going to also do it for Mario Kart 8 this weekend. I hope you guys enjoyed watching. Next weekend, we're bumping up the engine class, or maybe we might do some mirrored mode matches. We'll have to see what happens, but I am going to be basically going through the tracks again one more time. We'll see some variations of mirror mode. We'll see some variations of 200cc. Should be a lot of fun. Hope you guys are looking forward to it. And yeah, see you guys next time. Later, folks.